Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new, make sure you hit that subscribe button and let's get right into this video. So today we are going to be trying a glow-in-the-dark Saviland gel paint little kit. So let me just open this up and show you guys all the gel paints that you get. So when you open up the box, this is everything that you see. So you first get some nail art brushes, which I did not know that this was going to come with that, so I really like that. It's like a whole big pack of nail art brushes. Then you get like the little instructions. And here are all the gel paints that you get. So let's just open these and look at all the colors. So here is the first color. I didn't really know how to open it, so that's why it kind of looks like that. But here's the first color. It looks kind of pink. Oh my god. Okay, so I kind of put it on the napkin, but here is the next color. It's like this dark magenta. Next color is this really bright yellow, and it's supposed to glow this green. Okay, next is orange, and it's just supposed to glow orange. Next is this really pretty blue. I like this blue color. It's like different. I don't know how different, but it's different. Next we got dark blue. Next is this really neon orange. Next one is pink. Next is just a green, and it's supposed to glow green. Next is this hot pink color, and this one is supposed to glow like a purple. Now we got a purple that is supposed to glow green. And here is the last color. It's like a cyan that is really pretty. So here are all the colors. A really good variety, and I think this is going to be just like the perfect colors for this nail set. So let's just cure these and see how they look glowing in the dark. Okay, so they're a little bit hard to see because I still have a light on, but here's how they kind of look. These are like really perfect for what I need. So let's just get right into this nail set. I'm so excited. So here are my natural nails. They are looking a little bit dusty, a little bit crusty. Yeah, don't look too closely at those. So today we're going to be doing something that we normally don't do, and I'm going to be doing both of my hands in this video, which I know it's like, what, you don't do both of your hands? No, I don't. I usually just do like one hand because it takes me so long to do a nail set only on one of my hands, so doing it on both hands is a little bit too long. And I take them off really quickly afterwards anyway, so I don't really see the point in doing both hands. But today I really wanted to do, I was either thinking of doing part 1 and part 2, but I decided to do these two nail sets in just one video. So as you can tell by like the title and the thumbnail, we're going to be doing Nightmare Before Christmas nails, but we're gonna ditch the Christmas part and we're just gonna do like the Halloween stuff. I have like a scratch right there, and I have no idea where that came from because I didn't do that recently. I don't know. The time I want to do both my hands, like I get injured out of nowhere. Whatever, man. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is just take this like cuticle drill bit, and I'm just gonna work this around my cuticle area. Like you can see kind of like the white, like, you know, this dead skin right here. That's what I'm trying to get off. And it also, you know, helps push back the cuticles as well. Okay, and now we're just gonna move on to the other hand. And I'm gonna be extra gentle on this one. I'm probably not even gonna touch it. I don't even know how that happened. Okay, and now we're just going to go ahead and trim off this excess dead skin from around the cuticle area. Okay, so now I'm going to take this sanding band and I'm just gonna work this around the cuticle area. Okay, actually, before I do that, I'm going to trim off my excess nail growth. And now I'm gonna take my hand file and I'm just gonna smooth out the edge of my nail. Okay, now I'm just going to use my sanding band. And this definitely helps to take off any of that dead skin from like around the cuticle areas. It's always harder for me to do this part with my non-dominant hand. It just takes so much longer and it just doesn't look as nice. Okay, next is the nail tips. I'm gonna be using these not polished nail tips, and I'm just gonna size them out. So what we're gonna do for this peel off base coat is put some cuticle oil on all the nails. Okay, and now I'm gonna take some top coat and I'm just gonna paint top coat on all these nails over that cuticle oil. Yeah, this just helps the nails pop off really easily. Usually they last me like a day or 2 days sometimes, but if I really don't pick at them, like 3 days they'll last. Okay, so now that we got the peel off base coat on, what I like to do to help the nail tips like stick to this, because like the nail tips are shiny, obviously, like the inside is shiny, and this top coat is shiny, and Shiny does not like to stick to shiny. I just kind of scratch up this top coat where I would glue on the nail tips. And I'm not like filing off the top coat, I'm just putting scratches in it. That's my goal. So I'm gonna start on gluing these nail tips on finally. Doing my non-dominant hand, like the nail tip part, is always hard because they always turn out crooked sometimes. But luckily I have that peel off base coat on, because when that happens I just, you know, peel off the nail tip and then, but it's still annoying because I have to like put on the peel off base coat again, and I'm holding it here for a really long time because I want to make sure that it's like stuck on there. On to the next nails. The thumbnail usually isn't the problem either. It's usually this my ring finger, because my ring finger is kind of crooked, so I like have to figure out how to like make it look straight. Anyway, this hand is being so annoying. I will get back to you when I'm done with it. Okay, so I finally got these nail tips glued on. It's always this hand that is the issue with gluing on nail tips. I don't. Okay, and then what I like to do is just reinforce them with some more glue right here. I mean, I feel like that doesn't do much because obviously if the peel off base coat wanted to come up, it would. I just feel like it sticks them together a little better. So weird. I haven't had both of my hands done in so long. I know I keep saying that, but it's just so weird. All right, so next we are just going to be trimming down these nail tips. I don't know how long I want to do these nails. Okay, so I think this is a nice length. I'm just gonna do the same thing on this hand. Okay, so the nails are cut down. Now I'm just going to take my hand file and I'm just really gently and lightly just going to reshape the nail tips just a little, because up here is like not straight and I just kind of like to file down the sides here. Okay, now I'm just gonna use my sanding band once again and I'm going to remove the shine from all the nail tips. Okay, now I'm just gonna add on a layer of base coat to all these nails.
Is that in frame?
Down. Hello, look at this picture of my cat. She's wearing a crab hat and she hated it. Okay, so we're just gonna get started on these nails. So I'm doing my right hand first, so I'm gonna be using my non-dominant hand first. Okay, so we're gonna start off with the Oogie Boogie hand. We're basically doing all these nails clear because I'm going to be adding the gel polish over it. I had a glow in the dark like green color, but I thought it was green, but it was like really neon yellow. So these nails don't have to be like perfectly clear or anything. So if there's bubbles in them or dust, I really don't care that much because I'm gonna be painting over it. I usually don't like to do it this way because I feel like the gel polish makes the nail kind of like thick and like puffy looking. So I usually don't like painting gel polish over polygel. That's just because I think it makes it look thick. But we really don't have a choice here, because what I was planning to do was taking the green glow in the dark polygel that I had and making most of the nails that, and then doing like the nail art over it. But we don't have that polygel anymore because it's not actually green. Okay, so we got this nail done. As you can see, like I have a bubble there, but I don't really care because I'm going to be painting over it. And I usually don't like doing my nails with clear polygel and like painting over them because the way that this looks like with my real nail showing through, it just throws me off, and I don't know, I feel like it's harder to shape clear polygel. But I think this looks all right, and I'm hoping, you know, when I shape it and paint over it, it'll be different. Okay, so I'm just gonna keep adding on the clear polygel, making all these nails clear. Okay, so I'm just gonna continue making all these nails clear and we'll continue from there. Okay, so I have all the nails done in clear. Here's how they're looking like from the side. I think they look pretty good to me. So yeah, we're done with the polygel application on this hand. So onto this hand. This is gonna be a little bit different. I'm still gonna be doing some nails in clear. So for the pinky nail, I'm going to be making this nail white. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to the ring finger. This one is going to be a French tip. So I just have this Nude Polygel and I'm gonna start by making, you know, the smile line area. Okay, so now that I got the nude part all good, we're gonna just shape it a little bit to make it, you know, a little more crisp. Okay, so for the French tip nail, basically I'm doing a Sally nail, right? You know, y'all know Sally, right? Y'all know Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas. Okay, and now for the tip of this French tip, it's just gonna be clear. Once again, I'm gonna be doing like the nail art over it, so it doesn't really matter if it's not like perfectly clear. Okay, so we got all the polygel on the nails. I know this hand's looking a little weird, but once we add on the nail art, it'll all look much better. Okay, and I'm just going to reshape using my hand file and my Makartt dust collector. Okay, so here is how the nails are looking after they have been shaped. Looking pretty good to me. I know this hand looks so like what's going on, but when I add on the nail art, it'll all make sense. We're just gonna start on the Oogie Boogie Man nails. So we're gonna do that on this hand. So for this hand, we're going to be using this black gel polish and this Saviland green glow-in-the-dark gel paint. This is the color that it looks like, so I think it's like perfect for this character's colors. So we're gonna start on the pinky nail, and I honestly think it'll be easier to paint the black over the green. So I'm just gonna be painting a good amount of this green on the nail. Okay, now that we got the green on the nail, I'm going to be doing that swirl nail art. So working on this like swirl design, it was fun to do. I feel like the hardest part with this swirl was the like middle part, like starting the swirl. Like it took me a couple attempts, and like the failed attempts, like I would put too much black gel polish like in the center, and then it would kind of like spread a little bit, just bleed into the other lines. So I would say definitely try and focus the most on the middle part, because like doing the outer like curved rings, like those are easy. It's the center that I feel like is the hardest part for this nail. So yeah, it did take me a couple tries, but it was like worth it in the end because I love this nail so much. Okay, so after a little while, I finally got the nail looking how I want, and I love this design. I think it looks so cool. So I'm just gonna cure it before I mess it up. Okay, so on to the ring finger. This nail is painted fully black. Okay, next we're going to be adding on these drips. I've done this drip nail art in a couple of my other videos, and I love doing drips. I think they're so fun to do. It's like reliable, you know, like I know I can do this one. I just kind of paint some of that green near the cuticle area, and this is like what I drag my drips into. I just kind of start with a dot, and then I drag the excess gel up into the cuticle area, and then it makes a nice drip. So for the middle finger, I'm going to be doing this nail fully black. I'm going to put the Oogie Boogie Man on top of this black with the green. Okay, so let's get started on this nail art. I'm a little bit nervous for this one. I definitely recommend for you to have like a reference picture to look at, because that is the only thing that has really like helped me to make these designs, is like having that reference picture. I can do the drips, I can do the swirl, but it's like the character designs, like I need that reference picture or else I probably wouldn't be able to do it. This is good enough for me. I'm gonna cure this. Okay, so once we have like that base shape down, I'm just gonna go in with like the black and do the face. I don't even want to tell you guys how long this nail set took me. I'm kind of embarrassed. If you guys take a long time to do your polygel nails too, don't even feel bad, because me too. You guys even comment like it takes you so long to do your nails, and I feel like I'm not alone, because it just takes so long to do these nails. It's like it's worth it in the end, but still takes so long. I don't know why I put myself through this. Okay, so this is what I got. I think it's all right. I'm just gonna cure this. So the next nail is going to be fully green. Okay, now I'm gonna draw on the dice. I would say this nail was probably the hardest for this hand, because it was making like the cubes look kind of proportional, was like the hardest part. Okay, so this is what I ended up doing on the thumbnail, and this hand is finally complete. Okay, so we're just gonna start with some top coat on the pinky nail. We're gonna be adding some vertical stripes. I recommend for you to use like a longer nail art brush because it just makes the lines easier to make and they like turn out straighter. So I recommend you using that, but I just kind of use the same nail art brush through this whole video. Okay, so here's the first color I'm going to use for this Sally French tip nail. It's like this magenta color, purplish pink. And I'm just going to not do this yet, actually. I'm going to add top coat over this nail. Okay, now I'm going to cure that. Now I'm going to take this color and I'm just kind of going to do kind of like a patchy pattern. This Saviland gel paint had the perfect colors for what I needed. Like they had every color I needed. This gel paint was just so perfect for this nail design, and plus it glows in the dark, so it's like even better. So I started doing the color. So I started with the colors first. And then I go over them with the like black outline and the stitching pattern. I feel like this hand, the Jack and Sally hand, was a little bit harder to do because I didn't really have an exact like picture, like nail inspiration picture that I wanted to use. I kind of had to like pick a nail. I just kind of had to like pick a nail from one nail set and pick another nail from another nail set. So I kind of had to like put it together. And what I was most afraid of was this like Sally French tip to look out of place, but I think it worked. I think it worked really good. So onto the middle finger, I was kind of getting tired of like talking in the video at this point, so I just listened to my true crime podcast and just completed the rest of the nail set, because when I tell you I was doing this nail set for so long, I was doing this nail set for so long. We're doing a full black nail and we're just making Jack's face. I just start with a circle of white and I make that using my dotting tool, and then I start painting on the face. Okay, here's Jack Skellington. His eyes aren't very symmetrical, but who's symmetrical these days, you know? Okay, and onto the pointer finger. I just kind of made this nail up because I didn't know what design to put on this finger, so I decided to go with that cliff mountain thing that he stands on in part of the movie. Whatever, yeah, with the moon in the background. That's the nail I went for, so I'm starting with this yellow for the moon, but I actually mixed the yellow and the orange because the yellow was a little bit too neon for like a moon-ish color, so I mixed the yellow and the orange, and then I got some dark blue and kind of like outlined the moon and kind of like mixed that with the dark purple just to give it some more like dimension, because on the middle finger it's already just a circle with Jack's face on it, so I didn't want the pointer finger to also just be a circle because the nails would look a little bit too like the same. So I decided to go with the moon and I made it as big as I could, and I outlined it with some dark blue and purple to make it, you know, just kind of look more like a night sky. And then here's what I ended up doing on the thumbnail. This thumbnail was probably my favorite nail of the whole set. I love how the thumb looks. Like I said before, I was afraid that the Sally French tip like wouldn't fit. So when I added this thumbnail, it just brought that whole hand together. And that is pretty much it. For the nail set, for the nail art, we're just gonna finish this with some top coat. This was a long journey, this nail set. Yes, it was. And now we're just going to add some cuticle oil on each of the nails. And here's how the nail set turned out. I love these nails. These nails took me so long to do, so I have no choice. I have to like them. But this whole nail set was pretty much nail art, so yeah, nail art takes me kind of a long time. I think the Jack and Sally hand is probably my favorite one. I just like the way that one turned out the most. And I could not have done this nail set without those Saviland glow-in-the-dark gel paints. I definitely recommend that gel paint kit because it's just perfect for Halloween. It literally had so many colors and all the colors I needed for this nail set. So I definitely recommend it. And it's not even just for Halloween, like there's just so many colors in there that you can use it all year round. I definitely recommend. All the information for that gel paint kit will be in the description, and all the information for everything I use in this video will also be in the description. So here are how the nails are looking glowing in the dark. It was a little bit hard to see because I still had a light on, but trust me, they did glow and they were so pretty. I wish I made the Jack face and the like striped nail like glow in the dark too, but it's okay. But yeah, that is pretty much it for this nail set. I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will talk to you all next time. Bye.